Hey guys, and we have another Italy battle set review for you today. We are looking at Operation Silver Bayonet from the Vietnam War 1965. This box set has a lot of cool stuff in it, which we're going to have a look at. Taking the box art to begin with, you can see we've got the Huey gunship, we've got the Patton there, the personnel carrier, there's the US troops, got the Vietcong, and then you've got all of these buildings, all of which are included, and you can see that here. We have an MDF laser cut village house, a small village house. We have 50 Vietcong infantry, 50 US infantry. We've got the Huey gunship, the M113 personnel carrier, the M48 Patton tank, and battlefield buildings. And if we flip this over, we can get an idea of what this diorama might look like. So here you can see you've got the Patton there, the Huey, there's the houses, you've got the rice paddies, and then your sort of obstacles and stuff. And then, yeah, going into a bit more detail, some close-up shots, the sandbag bunkers there. Yeah, some more stuff there. The Viet Cong hidden in amongst the tunnels. There's the personnel carrier. Lots of really cool ideas there. So let's have a look inside the box. So we have the Patton tank. We have the Huey. The personnel carrier. Gives you an idea there of the size. Then we have the battlefield buildings and our figures. And then we have our precision laser cut village houses. So let's have a look at the instructions. As you can see, it's a nice little booklet, and it's got information about Operation Silver Bayonet in different languages. Turning over, we have our index, and we start with the Huey. As you can see, it's got information about the Huey in 2 different languages. We have our colour reference. We've also got some images of the Huey and where it might sit within the diorama. And we start with a sprue map there, sprue C, and then coming over, you can see we've got the main sprue part there. Typical in construction here, we've got the cockpit area going together, then the fuselage halves come together, the engine area there, tailplane, got the option of doors open or closed. Roof section goes on. Landing skids, rotor blades, and then our rockets. So you can see that's a nice simple construction. I've built this kit before. It is a really nice one. And yeah, then you've got your decal sheet. So we're using this part of the decal sheet. And you've got the gorgeous sort of shark mouth on the nose there. Paint the tails red. Yeah, looking really good. Not really sure why that's in colour and these are in black and white, but, you know, that's what they've gone with. Then, coming across, we are building the Patton. With a lot of these battle sets, Italy tend to use their quick build pair armoured vehicles. With this one, this is their A3 Patton tank 1/72 scale kit, and therefore is a bit more complicated than those quick build ones. And you can see that immediately in the sprue map. You've got individual wheels there, individual tracks. It's just a bit more of a detailed kit. So typically if you was to buy this boxing, you'd get the one tank for the same price as the pair that you often get with their quick build stuff. So the fact that we've got this included is really nice indeed. And again, you've got the images there of the tank, where that might sit within the diorama, and details about the tank in English and Italian. Here you can see what I meant about the individual wheels. Each one of those is individually included. Then we build the tracks around that, and then same again on the other side, and then the top section sits on there like so. And again, we've got lots of little detailed parts there. So a much more detailed tank in 1/72nd scale. Then we're working on the turret, a bit more detail there, and then that goes on. And interestingly, we've got the version 1 and then version 2. So we get the instructions repeated, and I think the only difference is a different turret, which is called out there. Yeah, you've got the big spotlight there, so that's what's going on there. And then we're using the, here they are, the decal sheets. So that was the section for the Huey, and it's this section here that we are using for the Patton. Then we turn our attention to the M113A1 personnel carrier. Again, same thing going on here. We've got the different languages telling you about the vehicle, colour reference, where it sits in the diorama, sprue maps, and then construction going ahead. Very similar really. Then top section goes on, and you can see we've got two different options there. Got the option of having the door open or closed. Nice touch that. Then we've got the gun turret on the top there. And then we're using this section of the decal sheet, which is there, and completing that. Then we have our battlefield accessories, which come together like so. Then we've got our American Special Forces, our Vietcong, and some examples of how we can make our sandbags. And this is a fabulous touch. You've got some 1/72nd scale leaves there. All you've got to do is cut those out, obviously very carefully. But yeah, you've got your foliage built in. Really nice indeed. And then here's the painting for the MDF village houses. Let's have a look at the plastic. And I thought I'd start with the Huey, because I think that's the most iconic aircraft of the Vietnam War. And you can see you've got raised rivets there. I have built this kit before. It comes together really quite nicely. There's the interior section there. There's the detail on the floor. Very nice indeed. Let's turn our attention now to the Patton tank, and be very careful with this. That is a clear part. But yeah, let's have a look at the top hull to get an idea of the detail of this tank. Really quite nice. And then there's the track details, and then the wheels there, and then there's the turret, which looks nicely casted. You wouldn't need to do much texturing on that, it's already there in the plastic. And then there's the lower section. Very nice. And lastly, let's just take a look at the figures. Usually Revell are really good with nicely detailed figures, given that they are 1/72nd scale. Now, These have got a bit more flash than I've seen on some of the later stuff, but you can certainly make out the detail of these figures. The faces have expressions. You can see the weaponry there. We've got some nice poses going on. Pretty good. And then we have the Vietcong. Again, lots of different poses going on. Got some rocket launchers there, AK-47s, different poses. Yeah, nice set that. Well, I really hope that has been a useful review, and I will catch you on the next one, guys. Bye!